don't work all solid like that, so don't feel sorry for me that I'm working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I'm not. But I do put in quite a bit of time because there's a lot to do, just like a lot of you will be putting in a lot of time. I have offered my my cell phone number, and I've had a couple of people send me a couple of texts, and so feel free to do that. Just make sure that you do that between 9 in the morning and midnight. Please don't send me a text at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm a pretty light sleeper. For those of you who are international, that would be Pacific Standard Time. Here's the grade calculation. So you can see that each of the knowledge assessments, the self-assessments, are worth 5 points, so they're not big point getters. And then the exams, they are total worth 60 points, so 8 of them count. The lowest one is dropped, so that's a total of 480 possible points. Then the quiz, that's 100, and then collectively the weekly assignments could net you 40 points. Notice that the lowest 3 of those will be dropped. So if there's a week that you just don't get that done, okay, that's fine. You just don't get that done. In fact, if there are 3 weeks you don't get that done, it's not going to have an impact on your grade. The weekly discussions, only 2 of those will be dropped instead of 3. And then for labs, I'm actually dropping 2 of the regular labs. There is no option to drop the population ecology lab and the paper that goes with it, and the genetics lab and the paper that goes with it. So I need to add some more information about those labs, and I will get that done as soon as possible. Over the last few days, it's been meetings that were college required, plus answering a lot of questions. And I don't mind answering questions, but I imagine that as we move through the quarter and you feel more comfortable with the format, which is again one of the reasons I want to just do repeating units, that the questions will be more about the actual information that we're covering. And yeah, I'm really excited to get to the point where you're all feeling more comfortable with the layout of the course. Okay, and you've already been working on these first week assignments, the lab tutorial. Remember, all I want is basically it's like a screenshot. In fact, if you can't make the program quote unquote print you a PDF or whatever it was, I did it, but it's kind of weird. It's under print and you're not getting a paper product. But anyway, if you can do that, great. That's what you can upload, and that's all I need for the lab tutorial for your bonus points. And then the scientific process. I do apologize that I didn't have the groups set up in Canvas. I do have them set up now, but I cannot make any changes to the assignment because people have already turned in initial post. So like I had sent you a message saying, you know, do your best with this, get the initial post in, get some discussion going, and then I will grade it leniently, and then we'll just do the best for, or we'll do better. And this is me. This is on me. Part of my learning curve. For those of you who say, "Hey, I'm not real great with all this technology, or I find some of this confusing," that's okay. That is okay. You know, if we really wanted to let somebody fix it for us, we'd probably try to find us a 4-year-old. Seems like they know how to navigate through at least a cell phone really well. But I'm not saying that you don't have good technological skills. It's just some of us have better skills than others. We're all in different places when it comes to technology. So I feel pretty good about most of Canvas, but good grief, Canvas has a lot of stuff in it, a lot of opportunity, and I haven't learned every single possible thing I can do with Canvas, so I'm still learning some of that. Okay, I don't know why I got there. Anyway, yeah, so we talked about these assignments. So remember that the quizzes will be on Fridays. The quizzes you can start taking them at 9 o'clock in the morning. You have 40 minutes to take the part 1 of the quiz, and then however long you need to take part 2, with the exception that part 2 and part 1 must be turned in no later than 11:59 p.m. on that Friday. So quiz 0 this Friday. So yeah, that's the Connect assignments so far, and I'll be adding more to that too. And that brings us to the last PowerPoint. If we were in a face-to-face class, this is when I would say, hey, are there any questions? And there probably are. So you can send them to me using Canvas Messenger. And I am so excited about us going through this information. I'm excited about the challenge of the online learning, but I really wish we could be face-to-face, where we could actually come in and do labs, and I could answer your questions and put information on the board. But we're not there right now. We need to stay safe, and I do want you to stay safe as we go through this quarter and beyond that as well. All right, thank you and good night.